tell you about the world's greatest cyborg hero, Maru Malandra. What an incredible hero she is, with all the powers that a cyborg tokusatsu hero requires. Maru despises evil, and despite being a delinquent who breaks the rules, she would rather destroy the entire universe than see evil win the day. And she might be a little freak sometimes, but you know what? That's why we love her. She's a punk. Maru Malandra. Who'd have thought? Maru Malandra. Be a hero. Maru Malandra. Not a zero. Maru Malandra. Argentina mentioned. Maru Malandra. She even henching. Maru Malandra. A force for good. Maru Malandra. Out your neighborhood. Maru Malandra. Maru Malandra. Maru Malandra! Cyborg girl! Maru Malandra! Save the world! Maru Malandra! Lives in a bog! Maru Malandra! The hedgehog! Maru Malandra! Sometimes she stinks! Maru Malandra! Likes to drink! Maru Malandra! Her hair is pink! Maru Malandra! Doesn't skate! Maru Malandra! Lives best to state! Maru Malandra! Drinks cock strong! Maru Malandra! Drink all day long! Maru Malandra! What a world! Maru Malandra! Wear no pearls! Maru Malandra! She loves them girls! Delinquent punk rock riot queen! Big sis hero sure is mean! Her manticore wife sure is a dream! Don't get caught, she'll make you scream! Delinquent punk rock riot queen! Big sis hero sure is mean! Her manticore wife sure is a dream! Don't get caught, she'll make you scream! Maru Malandra! Giga Chad! Maru Malandra! Make her mad! Maru Malandra! Rosa Fairy! Maru Malandra! Daddy Dairy! Maru Malandra! Breaking rules! Maru Malandra! Cutting school! Maru Malandra! A hero at heart! Maru Malandra! Doing her part! Let me tell you about the world's greatest cyborg hero, Maru Malandra. What an incredible hero she is, with all the powers that a cyborg tokusatsu hero requires. Maru despises evil, and despite being a delinquent who breaks the rules, she would rather destroy the entire universe than see evil win the day. And she might be a little freak sometimes, but you know what? That's why we love her. She's a punk. Maru Malandra. Who'd have thought? Maru Malandra. Be a hero. Maru Malandra. Not a zero. Maru Malandra. Argentina mentioned. Maru Malandra. She even henching. Maru Malandra. A force for good. Maru Malandra. Out your neighborhood. Maru Malandra. Maru Malandra. Maru Malandra! Cyborg girl! Maru Malandra! Save the world! Maru Malandra! Lives in a bog! Maru Malandra! The hedgehog! Maru Malandra! Sometimes she stinks! Maru Malandra! Likes to drink! Maru Malandra! Her hair is pink! Maru Malandra! Doesn't skate! Maru Malandra! Lives best to state! Maru Malandra! Drinks cock strong! Maru Malandra! Drink all day long! Maru Malandra! What a world! Maru Malandra! Wear no pearls! Maru Malandra! She loves them girls! Delinquent punk rock riot queen! Big sis hero sure is mean! Her manticore wife sure is a dream! Don't get caught, she'll make you scream! Delinquent punk rock riot queen! Big sis hero sure is mean! Her manticore wife sure is a dream! Don't get caught, she'll make you scream! Maru Malandra! Giga Chad! Maru Malandra! Make her mad! Maru Malandra! Rosa Fairy! Maru Malandra! Daddy Dairy! Maru Malandra! Breaking rules! Maru Malandra! Cutting school! Maru Malandra! A hero at heart! Maru Malandra! Doing her part! Let me tell you about the world's greatest cyborg hero, Maru Malandra. What an incredible hero she is, with all the powers that a cyborg tokusatsu hero requires. Maru despises evil, and despite being a delinquent who breaks the rules, she would rather destroy the entire universe than see tell you about the world's greatest cyborg hero, Maru Malandra. What an incredible hero she is, with all the powers that a cyborg tokusatsu hero requires. Maru despises evil, and despite being a delinquent who breaks the rules, she would rather destroy the entire universe than see evil win the day. And she might be a little freak sometimes.
Where's my PJM? There we go. Hello, everybody. Hello. How you doing, my little motherfuckers? My little shitheads. How are we doing? Oh, thank you for the headbox. Oh god, don't tell me. Why didn't it fire? No. No. Already with the scuff, dude. What? Para, hello. Boots, hello. Altison, hello. Hello, TP. They already mixed it up, not working. What the hell? Oh, thank you for resub. Why is it not working? Why is it not working? Why? What the fuck? What the scallop? Hang on, let me try it. Let me test it. It's not working. It's not working. I'm gonna relaunch Mix It Up, sorry. Anyways, hello, how are we all doing? How are we all doing? Thank you for the welcome back. I'm sorry that it didn't work because Mix It Up decided to, so just so you guys know, like a lot of the redeems go to this app called Mix It Up, and it hooks into VTube Studio and other apps, and sometimes it just doesn't work, and it also just got updated, so it might also be that. So go on vacation, everything breaks, you forget how to stream, shameful. Absolutely. But yes, hello, how are we doing, everybody? I am back on track, and I am very excited to be back because I missed you guys. Oh, hello, Pawa Mama, hello. I'm really excited. Got a lot of stuff on, got a lot of projects, got a lot of streams I promised you that are on their way, and yeah, I don't know. I just really miss streaming. I wish that I could stream while I'm at my parents'. It's not a conducive environment for that. It's not a conducive environment for that. Not that it's not like that they're terrible or anything, but it's like I want to spend time with them when I'm there, and when I'm not spending time with them, I am, you know, trying to. Oh, there it is. I'm trying to like either just relax by myself or just like fucking what's the word? Just have time for myself away from my parents, which I do need when I'm around them. Hi Kai, welcome! Congratulations on first chatter. Maru Malatra, I'm not that late, Rube. Also, hi Rube, how are you doing? Okay, let me test this again. Let me test this again. Oh shit, the video redeem is there. Ignore that. Don't click on that. Don't click on that. Now someone's gonna click on it. It's gonna piss me off. Okay, headbuds are working. Headbuds are working. Actually, let me check. What happens if I click video?
Up yours, woke Marilists. We'll see who cancels who.
I need to disable that. I need to disable that. I do need to disable that. There we go, it's disabled. Also, did this system pop-up show up for you? Oh, yes! Sorry, it did. Thank you for the resub. 6 months. That's almost a year. Thank you so much. Oh, they hit me. Oh god, did the hit me not work? The hit me isn't working now? Are you kidding me? Hang on a second. Let me test the hit me. Oh, the hit me goes direct to Mix It Up. Everything is broken down. Everything computer. Everything computer. Everything broke. Anyway, let's see. Connections. Twitch authenticate. Oh, okay. Doesn't look like it's connected. Hang on. Yeah, it didn't work. Most streaming complete without scuff. Absolutely. I click on deauthenticate. Deauthenticate. And now, how do I authenticate you? Oh, there we go. It's probably because I haven't used this for a couple of weeks, and so that's why. Success. You can close this window. All right. All right, all right, all right. Okay, it's connected now. So, let's see. Is it going to work? We'll find out. Yeah, because everything deauthenticates when you're far for long enough. Far. I meant away. Far away. I don't know. Fuck me. But yeah, I've had a great time in Italy. I really needed the rest after my 24-hour streaming, which you guys raised hundreds of dollars for charity, and I'm still grateful and humbled, and I can't say enough. Also, just so you guys know, in Crime City, we're having a big storm today, like big storm, loads of rainfall, yellow warning. Now, we don't tend to get power cuts when we get storms here, but just letting you know in case I go offline. You know, so yeah, let me see if that works now. Okay, perfect, that worked. Brilliant. Okay, but yeah, so yeah, I was tweeting a little bit, posting a little bit over my holidays about what I got up to. I went to LUCCA Comics, the biggest comics convention in Europe. It is insane. It is insanity. An entire city gets taken over by a Comic-Con. Imagine an entire city becoming a Comic-Con. I also now imagine that city is a medieval, ancient Italian city. Finally, the hateful weather will destroy Marumalandra. But anyway, hang on a second. Hold on a second. I want my bun and I want my glasses, dude. I want my bun and I want my glasses. I want to take this hat off. There we go. There we go. And it's time to chill. There we go. There we are. But yeah, so what was I gonna say about that? Yeah. So oh yeah, I should show you a map of LUCCA Comics before we go to the holiday snaps. Also this year, instead of just taking photos, I took a lot of videos because like my original intention was Subamika, welcome, thank you for the headpads. My original intention was that I was gonna like do TikToks every day, and then I realized that I have chronic fatigue, and walking around an entire city where the public transport basically, which is very meager at best because it's because of the geography of it, there's basically very little public transport, and there I am, chronic fatigue, walking around on my own as well, because like I didn't have anybody going with me because my parents don't want to go because they're very old, and for them it's like exhausting. It was exhausting for me. It was raining a lot this year as well, which fucking sucked, let me tell you. And but I still had a lot of fun and got a lot of stuff. Most of my spending was for Christmas presents for friends. I did indulge in one thing that I will show you guys. I mean, I indulged in several things, but one of them was a big indulgence. Yeah, so basically what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna tell you all about it. I'm also like really happy, like right now I am feeling the most excited I have about my content in a long time. I'm working with my management team who are fantastic. They're really helping me get organized and prioritize stuff. This week, for example, well, this week we're doing a few extra streams because like I'm making up for lost time. Like tomorrow we're doing Pokemon because friend of the channel, IRL friend Speedfreak01, gifted me. I'm holding it in my hand. I know what I'm holding it as if you could see it. Pokemon Legends ZA for ZA. Did we ever decide? I never know which one is the American one, which one is the British one. Anyway, I'm excited to use my Chikorita to destroy the French. That's gonna be tomorrow, and the day after we have the Uma Musume new patch. Well, I think that patch drops today, but we're gonna play it in a couple of days. And I'm super excited. Uma Musume, I was getting bored of it. Then they released a lot of new content, and now it's a lot of fun. Automod caught that. I'll allow it. Burn the French. Didn't the French help with the Irish Revolution, Rube? Anyway. But yeah, so I feel very revitalized. I have a lot of projects on. I have a soft intention, very soft, the Marumalanda story. I have a hope that I will. There's the French. It's an unforgivable sin. I hear you. Oh, hang on. I don't have the multi-chat. Shit. Okay. I have it. All right. I have a soft intention of trying to do all the Donathon promised streams before Christmas. I don't think it will happen because I am A, going away for Christmas, and B, going away a couple of weekends before Christmas. So, because I'm going to England to visit Courage, Pixie, and Cap, and we're gonna hang out. We're gonna do an off collab. It's gonna be great. So, I do want to get them done this winter. For sure. But we have a lot of them, and a lot of them have a lot of high requirements. And obviously, I have other commitments to websites for writing. In December, we're going to do December again, playing DOS games. It's going to be great. I'm just going to... I think last year, I can't remember if we played Civ 1 last year, but we're going to do Civ 1 this year. Civilization 1, which is which I was addicted to as a child, even though I could not speak English well enough to understand it. What else? Yeah, no, we're gonna try to get those streams done. I have like a general plan from my manager. I also need to get going on YouTube videos that I've been promising for a long time. For long time watchers know this. And I also need to, yeah, as I said, get to writing a few things. I need to get to writing for MHQ. In the new year, I'm hoping to get started writing again for Hard Gaming 101. My Wing Commander series, which remains incomplete. I put an update, like I put an article last year. I couldn't manage one this year, and I'm annoyed by that. So, luckily the next article is not too annoying because it's Wing Commander 4, which is an interesting story but much shorter. What else? What else is on the Maro Malandra plate? I think that's mostly it. Oh, also, shoot, my 4th anniversary is gonna be in December, and I have no idea what I want to do with it. I think like I might, cause like I'm like there's not gonna be any big surprises right now. Like I'm not gonna have like a brand new model or anything fancy. If I'm lucky, I'll have some art, but I haven't planned anything. But 4 years, I never thought, I don't know, 4 years sounds insane to me that I've been doing this. You know what I mean? But it's exciting. It's definitely exciting. Righto. So, anyway. You're stuck in a cutscene. Hi, Kiastro. Welcome. What do you mean stuck in a cutscene? Do you mean an ad? I'm sorry. But yeah, so that's all the stuff that's coming up. And yeah, I'm just very excited about it all because okay, medical update. I'm on a much better dose of ADHD meds. I was on a slightly low dose before. And right, I get you. I was on a dose that was a bit too low for my needs, and now I'm on a dose that is like perfect for my needs. I'm getting so much done, and that's really helpful. So I'm like on top of stuff. I have a budget now because I got really freaked by the fact that I kind of overspent at LUCCA Comics, and now I am properly budgeting conscientiously daily as just like a part of my routine, and I'm really excited about it. I'm actually enjoying it. So I'm hoping that in the future can mean more commissions, more model upgrades. I already know what I want my second outfit to be, but before we get there, I also want some model updates, like some arm poses, some armor toggles, and things like that. So, but yeah, we're gonna see about that. Now, I'm the budget stickler. Let's talk about your budget later in private. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm happy to. I don't normally talk about my budget publicly. The only reason all I'm saying now is that it's under control, and I'm very excited about it because I found something that works. Now, but I don't want to talk about it further because due to a lot of personal reasons, and also because like it's private. It's extremely private. Obviously, it's extremely private. Like you guys know that I'm an open book, but also some shit should be kept private. What else? Yeah. I think those are the main updates, and so we should probably go to the. Let me sort this out. Let me get a sorted chat. The first picture is a bowl of ramen, by the way. Anyway, let me take. Oh shoot! Why is it doing it automatic? Don't do it automatic. Is it doing it automatic? Yeah, it's doing it automatic. The slideshow. Why? Hang on. Slideshow, but paused. Okay, there we go. Now, where am I going? What am I doing? This, I think that's the one. I press. Yippee! That is the button I press. Awesome. Okay. Right. So now what I need to do is go on here and scroll down. I'm like a fucking boomer now. Properties. Okay, that's good. There we go. We put the ramen. When the ramen come out sizzling. There we are. When the ramen come out sizzling. There we are. What else did I need to do? Oh yes, I wanted to get some other music going. So let's do that. Give me a momentino. Give me a momentino, chat. God damn. You guys are so needy. You guys are so needy. Yeah, let's put the Final Fantasy Lo-Fi radio. It's always good. Ah, too loud. It's not too loud for you guys. It is a bit loud for me. There we go. All right. It is time. It is time for the holiday snaps. Yeah. So I landed in LUCCA on a Wednesday, and you know, like exactly at lunchtime, and my parents were like, "Let's go have lunch." They have this all you can eat. They have this all you can eat Japanese place. Because a lot of because Asian restaurants in Italy tend to be all you can eat buffet, like, you know. And hang on a second, sorry. As always, my volume balance situation is crazy. Yeah, so I got a bunch of sushi, I got a couple of onigiri, and I got a big bowl of ramen with the little whatever this is. This is like crab, right? I think that's crab. Anyway, this was me drinking a cup of coffee to spite Captain Hurricane. Drinking one. That was my first cup of coffee in Italy, and I was just drinking it to spite Cap. And he was like, I'm fine. Oh, how's the volume, by the way? Anyway, let's continue. So yeah, LUCCA Comics. There was a Fortnite situation going on, and I did not go in for a couple of. The main reason is that I'm trying to quit Fortnite. The reality is that I spent way too much money on Fortnite. Sorry, one moment. Shit. I'm trying to get this to be there. Like, yeah, I was like, oh, I'm totally in control of this. I just subscribed to the battle pass, and I'm just doing the battle pass and whatever. And then I ended up spending like $75 or something in a very short amount of time, and I was not happy with myself. Just because, like, they put out Peacemaker, they put out Power Rangers, they put out K-pop Demon Hunters, and I was not happy with how much I spent, and so I decided to stop playing, because I like Fortnite. That's the thing. I enjoy the game. And I kept it installed. I actually did keep it installed in case for like collabs for the 24-hour stream. Nobody requested it, and then I just uninstalled it. Yeah, they got me good. Anyway, I just wanted to show you a little bit. This is like the Star Comics and One Piece. I didn't go into either of these because I kind of wanted to go to the Star Comics one. I meant to, and then I forgot. Star Comics are like the biggest manga publisher in Italy. They have all the big titles. They have JoJo, they have One Piece, they have Dragon Ball, and obviously they have like their own One Piece zone because One Piece is obviously huge. But I just wanted, but the purpose of this video was mainly to show you that it was pouring rain all the time. This was the Thursday, so the second day. The first day I didn't go because the first day was when I arrived, and I was trying to like preserve energy. The next step. Oh yeah, I didn't. Okay, first of all, let me pause this. So, I didn't take pictures of the way there, but the first step was actually Japantown. The first stop was Japantown. Let me pause this. Why do I film like this? It's making me dizzy. Anyway. Yeah, everyone is a potential victim of the kind of monetization, exactly. So this was, this is Japantown, which is like the big weeb pavilion. But also, I mean, there's also like Japanese culture stuff as well. It's not just weeb stuff, but it is mainly weeb stuff. And I don't know why I was spinning around like that. And you had to get a bus for it because it was outside of the town. Oh, I think I should show you. Hang on a second. I wanted to show you LUCCA comics map. 2025. I wanted to show you to get you an idea of the ridiculousness of LUCCA comics. Like this is a medieval city, right? This is an entire medieval city, and it's completely full of just nerd shit all over the place. And yeah, Japantown is like at this big exhibition center, so you had to get like a shuttle bus. It was a nightmare to get on that shuttle bus. It was a nightmare to get out of it. Anyway, slideshow. But also Japantown had for the first time ever V-Space, a space for VTubers. VTubers are not that big in Italy, and so this was the first time that there was a VTuber space at LUCCA Comics. And yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool. Yeah, there was a lot of merch of the VTubers. Sadly, I didn't know any of the VTubers. The only one that I knew about was Yuriko Tiger, but that's just because Captain Hurricane was why did I film so fast? Yeah, I was like, the prices are insane for some of the Gunpla. 38 euro. 38 euro is like 38 euro is like, it's like 32 pounds, which is an insane thing to charge for that Gunpla. That Gunpla is worth like half. Anyway, nice Itasha car. I don't know why I was swinging the camera around a lot. I guess I didn't expect to be looking at this full screen. After this, a lot of the later videos are going to be in portrait rather than landscape, because they will be for TikTok, because I wasn't thinking about that when I was filming these first ones. Loads of weeb shirts. If you wanted fucking Pokemon cards and trading cards and all that, you could get them. I mean, not just here, but also all over the con. This place had a lot of, like, I don't know. I got better at filming, I promise. This one had a lot of Shonen Jump and a lot of art books, very expensive art books. Cards. Oh, what is this one? Oh no, I think that's one that I should have deleted. Yeah, then there was this like retro shop. They had everything behind, I guess because everything is very valuable, right? But they had everything under this netting. But a lot of cool stuff. A lot of retro stuff. Yeah, there was a lot of K-pop stuff as well. Even though it's Japantown. I guess it's Southeast Asia town, I suppose. So yeah. Oh god. What? Yeah, here we go. Check this out. There was this stall of like painters that did this amazing artwork. And they had a big statue of Lupin the Third. He's just hanging out. He's just hanging out, chat. In his Vespa. In his actual Vespa. It's really funny. He's just hanging out, chat. Oh, yeah. Also, hi, Red Miles. I didn't say hello to you. Sorry. Hi. Oscar with Andre back there. It's all fucking boomer anime shit for me. Well, except for that one. That one's Corto Maltese, who is not anime. I mean, he has animated films, but yeah. What's this one? Oh, yeah. So there was this, like, escape room style experience where you had to go through these, like, avoid these, like, lasers and then steal the crown of Cagliostro, and then you could get, like, I think, like, a prize. Prove yourself that you got what it takes to be a real Lupin. Yeah. This one was a bit hard to film because there was a lot of people around. But yeah, do you see the lasers there? It's pretty fun. With like the Count of Cagliostro there. I think that's Count of Cagliostro. And yeah, all the lasers. Oh no, they're not. Were they lasers or were they strings? There were strings. I remember. I remember now. LUCCA Manga School. It's a school mainly for the Weans, but not exclusively, to learn to draw manga. But yeah, you can tell that I was filming way too quickly. Way too fast. I was really shy with filming at first because I'm not used to filming, but then I realized people are used to it. Loads of amazing figures. You could get a Goku Ultra Instinct 1-to-1 scale for 7,500 euro. That would be, I mean, about the same in dollars, I would imagine. 7,500 euro. You like Dragon Ball, you're well served for Dragon Ball. Loads and lots of amazing model kits. You know, G-Witch, they had a lot of stuff from G-Quacks, but I didn't buy anything because I didn't buy any of those. I bought a couple of kits here, but not from this shop because, like, they were really overpriced. They were really overpriced compared to the UK, which is crazy. I think it's mainly because, like, a lot of the distribution in the UK now comes from Bandai directly. It used to come from Italy through Cosmic Group, who are, like, the big distributor. They traditionally were the big distributors for Europe, right? But now Bandai engages more directly. So, but Italy still has Cosmic Group mainly. So, yeah, it's a bit of a shame. It's definitely a bit of a shame that it was so expensive. Let me continue. What is this? Yeah, just to show you the amount. Why does it do that wavy effect? I wonder. Yeah, you could also get yourself some kimono, some haoki, actual silk. You know, very pretty. Not something that I would want to wear necessarily, but you know, it was all, you know, you had like ceramics, you had like chopsticks, you had like a lot of beautiful stuff. I didn't buy any of that because I was worried that it wouldn't survive the trip, and I was like, I might as well buy that here rather than buy it in Italy and try to bring it and then it breaking down. Just taking some video of some of the like Artist Alley stuff, which was very pretty. Again, you wanted Pokemon plushies at LUCCA Comics 2025. Don't worry, you were gonna find Pokemon plushies at LUCCA 2025. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine. You know? It's fine. You wanted a Snorlax backpack, you're fine. You wanted like huge expensive anime figures, you're fine. Why is this not loading? Oh god, why was I spinning like that? That it makes me sick watching it. Yeah, a lot of the shops did lucky bags, like lucky dip bags, which was nice. I didn't go in for any of them because I didn't feel it was a good expenditure. Now check this shit out. Hang on. Yeah. Oh. No, yeah, it is high resolution enough. But yeah, this shop had like a bunch of retro toys. The fucking Joker Batmobile. Lots of old school Go Nagai mecha. They love that in Italy, and so do I. A lot of Grandizer, because again, Grandizer is like the super robot for Italians. And here I go, going into that shop. I think I was gonna go in. Do I go in the video? Oh no, I just wanted to show you guys this. Like, they had like these enormous Messenger Voltron Grandizer like lots and lots of vintage stuff. Motu, just whatever, right? Just throw it in, whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah, and then they also had just like, you know, these modern like Super 7 style stuff. They had like, they had these like late 90s. Look at that Luke Skywalker, dude. Just look at him. But yeah, they basically had like everything Star Wars that you could want, from 90s prequels, whatever the fuck you wanted. That's good. If you wanted weapons, you were well served. You could get Freeran staff, or you could get you know, some Japanese steel. You know, European Manga Academy. I love that this kind of stuff exists. Loads of how to draw manga books and that. Okay, this was fantastic. Look, this guy. Hang on, cause for this, cause I've muted this tab, but I might unmute it because this guy. Check this shit out, dude. Check this fucking shit out. This guy had a This guy had an arcade, and people were playing on it, and this other guy is commentating on it. Watch. And the commentator had like a microphone and a microphone and a speaker. Incredible, right? Anyway,
But I love this stand because they
oh yeah, I was narrating some stuff, so
have loose figures at good prices.
yeah.
Live and such. I'm gonna dig in. Oh. Immediately.
Yeah, I was like, I actually spent a lot of time here because I didn't actually find a lot of stuff that I wanted. I think I only found a couple of things in this one. Because last year I found a lot of like cheap Love Life figures there. Can you let me... Okay. Anyway, loads of Soul Chogokin if you have hundreds and hundreds of monies. I feel like a lot of Play My Joystick jokes were probably made. I didn't hear any. I don't think it was like that, you know? Because there's a lot of Weans there. There's a lot of kids at this. Yeah, lots of cool figures. Yeah, they had this big official Hatsune Miku Itasha car because celebrating 15th anniversary of Racing Miku with Good Smile Company. I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna mute the tab again just in case. But yeah, Racing Miku, they have figures. I don't mean from him, but I would have expected adults making the joke anyway. Oh yeah, yeah. I definitely wasn't like paying attention. I didn't hear it, but I'm sure somebody must have made that joke. Yeah, some more figures. Like again, any figures your heart desires. But I took this picture in particular. I took it because yeah, you have some robots, whatever. But what's here in the middle? What's here in the middle? That's all Saint Seiya, baby. That's all Saint Seiya. Oh yeah, fucking Hades and the Gold Saints and fucking ugh. If I had the money, dude. Yeah, Akemi Takada was one of the guest stars. She was the manga artist. Let me look this up real quick because I don't want to. Oh no, actually, I will. There's pictures of the exhibition because she was signing stuff. I didn't get in for that. I couldn't get a ticket, but there was like an exhibition of her work, and I'm gonna show you that in a second. Because like I did go to that. Oh yeah. Also, there was like. There was some hentai behind curtains, and let me tell you, in a different location, because manga wasn't like you couldn't just buy Japanese stuff here. Like Japanese stuff was available everywhere. It says Japantown is like the concentrated one because there's cultural events, there's food stalls, there's like the VTubers, there's a stage with concerts. But at other places that were selling manga, I did see hentai just out there. Not behind anything, not covered up by anything. And I'm like, there's kids in this. Come on. There's kids at this event. Come on, dude. But yeah. Lots and lots of K-pop Demon Hunter stuff. Lots of little girls with adorable K-pop Demon Hunters outfits. Lots of adults as well. I would say the most common character that I saw was definitely Silk Song from Silk Song. I refuse to learn her name. Silk Song. I know what her name is. I just think it's funny if I call her Silk Song. I saw a lot of One Piece characters. A lot of like Genshin cosplay. Or I think it was Genshin. A lot of like... By far the most common stuff was Marvel and DC. And then Star Wars. And then... One Piece and that. I found some Uma This is like the only Uma merchandise that I managed to find. Uma Musume is like not big in Italy, clearly, because like I did not see a single Uma Musume cosplayer. A single one. At one point in the first day, I was approaching somebody that I thought was dressed like Gold Ship, but then they were dressed like Inuyasha. Yeah, this is the only Uma Musume stuff that I found. I think like somewhere else I found like I saw like a keychain or something, but this is the only stall that had like a bunch of Uma Musume, and it wasn't even anything special. Oh no, the only other things that I saw were like the price figures, and they were overpriced. They were always like 40 euro where they should be like 15. Yeah, I guess the game is not, I mean, the game is not out in Italian. Most Italians do not speak English, and the game is not out in Italian, and the anime came out years ago, so. Yeah, this is that same seller. It's the old guy. He sold me a couple of Love Live figures. He had a really nice stall with loads of like rarities. Yeah, just some more fun figures. Oh, there was an Ichiban Kuji that they were doing of Evangelion. I didn't go in on it. Oh yeah, and then like this band was playing like Mario music. But also there were idols on the stage that I didn't, like Kaigai idols that I didn't get to see. The game is in local. Yeah, the game is only like global is only in English. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% certain that it's only in English. So, oh yeah. By the way, how's the music? Is the music too loud, you guys? By the way, let me know. Typical Mario misogyny, refusing to learn a woman's name. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, so I was just wandering around and I see this really cool robot and I'm like, oh, that's a really cool robot. And I'm like, oh, it's a really cool robot. It turns out this was a stall for Sentinel. Like, Flame Toy Sentinel had a stall, dude. They had a stall and it was so undecorated and like, it's just this white stall with all their extremely expensive merchandise. I bought a figure from them. I got, do you see these little guys? The Mechatron We Go. I bought one of those because they were like a tenner or something. She was very nice. She told me her name. I can't remember. I'm sorry. It was the first day. She was super, super nice. We talked a lot about like Sentinel and Riobot and stuff. And she totally sold me on these things. And told me a lot about like Hong Kong taxis because they're the Mechatron We Go. This collection of Mechatron We Go, the green and red ones are based on taxi collars from Hong Kong. She was super nice, yeah, and yeah, Sentinel, actual Sentinel had a stall, and it was so how would you say understated, yeah. They had a really cool Optimus Prime. I think that's the kit, maybe. And again, you wanted cards. Oh yeah, this one had Lucky Dips as well. Neverland Games. Oh yeah. This one had all this cool rare stuff, including Final Fantasy VIII for PC for 89 euro. Dude, I was tempted, but then I was like, no. Tycho spotted. Oh, that woke up para. But yeah, just, lots. You wanted retro games, you were well served. Yeah, look at fucking original Nintendo 64 controller, Japanese. All the Game Boy colors. And anyway, here we are at a stall where I bought some stuff. This was a very small stall, but it had some well-priced Gunpla and a lot of fun Saint Seiya figures. This will be relevant later. Yeah, I think I was taking pictures of just to see what they had, really. I love all of these like little kind of Gashapon Pacific Rim, some Tamagotchi, a lot of cute stuff. A lot of Demon Slayer. Oh yeah, Demon Slayer cosplayers. So many Demon Slayer cosplayers, obviously activated. Yeah, that's probably one of those like high quality KO issues. This was the queue for the meet and greet, for the VTuber meet and greet. I wish I knew these VTubers, but the thing is, like, this was very important because VTubing in Italy is very small. I've known so many Italian VTubers who tell me that it's so hard to grow as an Italian language VTuber that they switch to English. And but this is all about spreading the awareness and the love of VTubing in Italy. And these are VTubers that stream in Italian, I think, mainly. So, oh yeah, anyway, yeah, that is what I indulged. This is my big indulgence for the entire trip, because this was very expensive. I'm not going to tell you how much. The 20th anniversary of the Saint Seiya Myth Cloth action figure series, and I have a lot of these. And this is Andromeda, my favorite character, and I don't have this armor of his. And also this illustration is brand new for the 20th anniversary by Michi Himeno, one of the character designers in the original anime. And I'm really, really happy that I finally have this. Yeah, more photos, some cool Chogokins. The Association for Culture, Sport, and Free Time and Hobbies, I guess. I was just taking pictures. Yeah, I met Yuriko Tiger. Sorry that the picture's so low quality. I was doing all of this stuff on my phone. So, yeah. She's really nice. She's a very, very well-known cosplayer and VTuber. She was also at VSpace. This was the Ghibli shop. It was not an official one. There was an official one somewhere else. This was, but it was really cute. I got some Porco Rosso stuff. I got a Nausicaa postcard. Even though most of the stuff that they have is obviously Totoro. Totoro is really big in Italy. And they have, obviously, like, some of the bigger, more recent movies. Spirited Away and that kind of stuff. So this big plushy Harrow from G-Quarks. It's cute. It's cute, isn't it? Didn't want to ask how much it was. Anyway, more Gunpla. And Harrow. Hi, Harrow. Oh, this was really cool. This is really cool. So this is, they had a big sign that said, yeah, it says, I am not a 3D printer. That's what it says on it. This is a machine that sorts your cards. If you're into that. If you are a card freak. I feel like Porco Rosso is the harder one to find merch for, and it makes me sad. Yeah, it's my favorite Ghibli movie too. Yeah, I love it. It's also my Italian bias. But yeah, this was really cool. It's a machine that sorts your cards, I guess. Again, BL, you wanted BL, you were not underserved for BL at LUCCA Comics, let me goddamn tell you. There were many, like, there are a lot of, like, small publishers that publish loads of BL. BL is very popular in Italy and all over the world. Oh, the same Para, awesome. I love Porco Rosso. We should have a watch along of Porco Rosso, Para. We should maybe have one in my Discord or something. Amazing, huge statue of Ava 13. Except without its horn. What the fuck? It's beautiful, but it doesn't have the horn. Okay, so this is the Akemi Takada exhibition. And Akemi Takada... Let's see if we can... Yeah. I'm just going to try to read this. With the grace of her unmistakable line work, Akemi Takada has given a face and soul to an entire generation of heroines in Japanese animation. From the sweet magic of Creamy Mami to the wistful elegance of Orange Road. Yeah, Kimagure Orange Road. That's one of her big ones. She's like huge shoujo artist. And the grounded strength of Pat Labor. Yeah, she did like a lot of artwork for Pat Labor as well. Yeah, that's mainly what I wanted out of that information. So we have a lot of stuff from Kimagure Orange Road, which I never checked out. Same with Creamy Mami. A lot of like original artwork, like actual original artwork, not reproductions, and also a lot of reproductions. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Like, and you know, including Pat Labor, of course, Noah Izumi. I love her. I love Noah. I really need to read Kimagure Orange Road, I feel. Anyway, after that, oh, another thing is there was a big stall with Ichiban Kuji for Fist of the North Star, because the artist for Tetsuo Hara, the artist for Fist of the North Star was there. I couldn't get into any of his panels or signatures because Fist of the North Star, again, is huge in Italy. Huge, huge, huge. Especially with a certain generation of weeb, aka my generation. At a certain stall, I saw some vintage Transformers, and I was like, that's cool. Take a photo, show it to my friends. That Astro Train is mistransformed. Why is he wearing his engines as a hat? I don't know. Couple of Lady Oscar figures that I would have bought if I had money. These amazing cosplayers, I love them. The Pop Team Epic. They were like, do you want us to flip you off for the photo? And I was like, yeah. They were really, really nice. And also, like, you know, she was the first cosplayer. The one on the right, you can see that she uses a walking stick, and in real life I use a walking stick, and I was very happy to see a really cool cosplayer with a walking stick. It made me feel good. I didn't say that to her because I didn't want to be a weirdo, but yeah, they were really cool, and I love their outfits, and they were fantastic. Love them. More stuff. I don't know why this came out a bit out of order. I don't know why this got rearranged, because these are meant to be in chronological order, but whatever. Yeah, bunch of Creamy Mami merch. A bunch of vintage Himagure Orange Road merch, and magazines and posters on that, which was really cool. Yeah, more Himagure Orange Road. Well, where's the Pat Labor stuff? Maybe I don't know, because there was like a bunch of Pat Labor figures in that, and I thought I took a photo. Anyway, I got Dango and a taiyaki, and they were very nice. The taiyaki had Nutella inside of it. Creamy Mami sounds familiar. I know I've heard it before. Yeah, the Dango was like, it was like mochi Dango. I don't know if is Dango meant to be mochi? I don't know. It was basically 3 mochi in a spike. In any case, they were both delicious. Who cares? And yeah, here we go. This was the day 1 haul. The day 1 haul. It was very nice. Some of these are Christmas presents. So, but yeah, the kits that I got the Gundam EX, which we're building this weekend. I'm building that on stream. I got the IBO kit that I wanted for years, which is the Grace Rita Carta Custom. And I wanted because I want to make like a custom fake LED Mirage from 5-Star Stories, because it's a lot of inspiration from that in that. The Porco Rosso little paper theater, that's for me. Now, Nausicaa and the Valley of the Wind postcard. Yuriko Tiger signed autograph. And there's a bunch of figures. These two at the bottom. I don't know. Hang on. Can you? Okay, you can see my cursor actually. I thought you could. Oh yeah, you can now. Okay. These two at the bottom, that's Rin from Love Live. Those figures are for me. Those are presents. It's a type of rice cake. Fully vegan, so I can inhale them at speed. Oh, amazing. That little guy is the little Mechatrol I got from Sentinel. I haven't unboxed it yet. Bunch of Uma stuff, some keychains, a lot of these are presents, a couple of pairs of chopsticks. So this was the day 1 haul. Just like some more close-ups of all this stuff. Very blurry for some goddamn reason. This was my room. The next day, I went to see John Romero talk. I went to see John Romero talk about Doom and the development of Doom. He was promoting his book Doom Guy, and its limited run Italian translation. And I went to this event, and yeah, this was me trying to like zoom my camera as much as possible, because I legitimately thought this was the closest I was gonna get to John Romero, because I looked on. Okay, I need to tell you the story, chat. You need to hear the story of how fucked LUCCA Comics is sometimes in terms of organization. So I saw that John Romero was a guest, and on the website it says that he was listed for 2 panels, right? Well, on his profile on the website said, and just so you know, the English language website has less information, and I wasn't looking at that. I was looking at the Italian language website. Hi Coleman, welcome. No, don't click on the video one. It's not meant to be there. It's not meant to be there. It's not meant to be there. Also, hi. And I looked at that, right? I looked at that, and I was like, oh, it's very weird. I thought it's very weird. Thank you, Coleman. I was like, it's very weird that John Romero is here as a guest. He's listed on the website. He didn't come from that far away because he lives in Ireland, but you know, he did travel to be here to give these talks, to promote his book. And I was like, isn't it weird that he's not signing anything? Isn't it weird that there's no signing events? Isn't this weird that all that he's doing is doing 2 talks and nothing else? And then I had a brainwave, and I was like, and I did search throughout the website. I searched the schedule, and I looked at his profile, which are the logical places to look. So then I was like, I'm going to look at his Twitter. I'm gonna look at his Twitter. And so I go to his Twitter, I scroll down, and until I find he's like, oh, here's the announcement that I'm gonna be at LUCCA Comics. And I click on it, and it's a link to the LUCCA Comics website. And in the link, it said, oh, John Romero is going to be at LUCCA Comics. He's going to have a stall at this location where he's going to be displaying his memorabilia, and he's going to be signing stuff for his new book. And I was like, oh, how did I miss this? I missed this because it's not in the program. It wasn't listed under his profile. It was a news update from 2 months ago. Yeah, that's how I had to find out that he was signing stuff. And the only reason why I knew that Super Apache Wolf, we're going to see in a bit, was signing stuff was because Super Apache Wolf said it on Twitter. Because otherwise it would have been the same situation. It would have been like, oh, he's just doing 2 talks. But yeah. They did like a plaque where they took a mold of his hands. I think they do that a lot with the guests. It was really cool. John Romero's hands. And he signed it. Yeah. I just took a lot of photos because at that point I didn't think that I was going to see him again, so I took a lot of photos. This was the general area where later I would learn that John Romero was in a building like over here, but this was a plaza where a lot of cosplayers were hanging out, and this was a procession of Assassin's Creed cosplayers. If I missed an opportunity like that, I would be mad. Yeah, I didn't miss it, thankfully. But yeah, look at all these cool Assassin's Creed cosplayers. So many Ezios. It's great. Assassin's Creed very popular, I suppose. But also, like, because a lot of cosplay groups, like, in LUCCA Comics, a lot of people do, like, cosplay groups. Like, you know what I mean? Like, as in, there's a lot of organized clubs, cosplay clubs from all over the country that go to LUCCA Comics. This is a really cool woman that I saw dressed as Lady Oscar, and she carried it so well. And I asked her to take a photo, and I was like, I love Rose of Versailles. She was like, yeah, I love it. And this woman is like, probably in her 50s. So she would have been like the right age in the 80s to have been watching Rose of Versailles when it was airing in Italy originally. So yeah, this is the first. She's the first generation of Italian weebs. On the same day, I saw so many good cosplays that I couldn't take a photo of because they were in the middle of like a big people crunch or whatever, or I didn't want to bother a person or whatever. But I think later that day, I saw a guy around that same age dressed like Duke Fleet from Grandizer as well. The only thing I can think of I'd want him to sign would be that full-page John Romero is going to make his bitch out from Daikatana. I got him to sign I bought a couple of posters from him. But yeah, then it was on to Ponkel. Ponkel, the creators of the developers of Vampire Survivors and now indie game publishers, had an entire tower where they had this like medieval fair. They were doing this like fake newspaper, Il Corriere della Selva. Il Corriere della Sera is a real Italian newspaper. And I got a couple of copies of this for my friends. Yeah, they had this is like Count Dracula's coffin, and it says "Torno subito," I'll be right back. Oh yeah, this was unrelated, but this guy was just roaming around. He was a guy that was playing Pokemon on a TV. He could see it himself as well. I don't know how. I think I have some video. Yeah, have a look. Have a look at this. This is insane. The guy is actually playing Pokemon. And he can actually see, I think? Yeah, I know what the fuck. I saw him roaming around. He was not related to this location, but he was there when I was there. And he could see me. Like, I said hello to him, and that's him giving me the thumbs up to film. I don't know how he was doing this. I have no idea how he was doing this. But yeah, I did like a full 360. Fucking insane. Absolutely insane stuff. Technologically incredible. Oh yeah, some more video. Yeah, he's got the PS4 control. No, PS4 controller. Anyway, so there was Plinko. I played the Plinko. There was like a water leak or something. Because again, this is like a medieval tower, so they put all these duckies in there. Maybe one way to film over the screen, or he has some kind of camera setup you can see inside. Yeah, oh, definitely, yeah. There were people in costumes that like taught you how to play the games, or like, and gave you the prices and stuff. Gave you little tickets that you could then exchange for stuff, but I didn't get enough tickets for anything. Oh, sorry. There we go. You could roll dice with all of the different items, and if you got lucky, you could get a reward. There was like some target ball throwing. How do you call that? There's a name for this kind of game in a fair or something. I don't know what the name is. And there was Giovanna, the tarot reader, the fortune teller, and she read your fortune, and then you could keep the card, and the card had like an item. In the upstairs, they were showing off a bunch of board games. They were showing off the Vampire Survivors board game. I took a sweetie. Come on, take the sweetie, Maro. Take the sweetie. There she is. There she goes. Yippee! And you could play the game. But yeah, they had like samples of the Vampire Survivors board game that is, I think, is currently on Kickstarter. And then you could just sit down at a PC and play Vampire Survivors. And yeah, that was cool. And then you went back into the elevator. Yeah, I filmed all of this because it's cool. I filmed all of this because it was cool. The Vampire Survivors devs seem like such chill dudes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, I just wanted to show you this elevator inside a medieval tower. Off we go! It's so cool. Oh yeah, you can see me in the mirror. I don't give a shit. I'm wearing Ultraman cosplay. Bad Ultraman cosplay that you're gonna see in a minute. This was the 501st, the Italian 501st, the Star Wars cosplayer international organization. They had like a big kind of location, big speeder bike, like real size. Lots and lots and lots of cosplayers. And they had a working R2. Well, I don't know if I don't think you could roll, but at least he was making beepy noises. And there's a 3PO there. He's just hanging out. He's just hanging out, you know. Yeah, Clone Trooper. Lots of cool stuff. And then these dolls, you could enter a raffle for these dolls, and I had to take a picture of the Anakin one, obviously, for Pixie. You could also learn how to duel with sabers. I hate that I'm doing these spinny ones. I don't like them. This is me with, Darth Sexy Man with my shitty Ultraman cosplay. With the helmet that barely fits. Oh yeah, by the way, the tower that you see behind this, that is the tower where all the Punk, a lot of Vampire Survivor stuff was. Like, this is literally next to it. 501st Italica Garrison. Oh yeah, you could hear the Imperial March in this one. Yeah, this woman dressed like the Inquisitor, extremely cool cosplay. This church that you see behind it is where, do you know where I was filming all the John Romero stuff? That was in this church. And it had a big Hello Kitty in front of it. Because again, everything in LUCCA Comics happens with the backdrop of this beautiful medieval town. Like this, for example. I just took this because like I rounded a corner and this is the beauty of LUCCA. It's just so gorgeous. Anyway, there's a Funko Pop area. I did not go in. I will never go in. And then I went into the Good Smile area, which was run by Anime Import, who we also saw some of their stalls at Japantown. Oh, this is another day, by the way. So this is Friday. This is Friday, by the way. Friday started with the John Romero event. They had one of the main devs of Doom in a church. Oh yeah, hang on. Yeah. The John Romero stuff that I saw this day. Hang on. Yeah, this is in a church. This event, this talk is in a church. I'm trying to see if there's a big... Yeah, look at this. That's where the event was. It's this beautiful church. Anyway. Now I need to click a lot. I'm still clicking. I'm clicking. Okay. They did it on purpose. Well, I mean, yes, but also that was an auditorium where a lot of stuff was happening. So, like, a lot of events were held there. But yeah, more kind of overpriced Gunpla. Obviously, there's always a Saint Seiya figure wherever way you look. Good Smile. Yeah, that's the same location from the outside because they were officially licensed. Then it was on to Bandai Spirits. Giant statue of Mazinger Z. Cosmic Group, of course, involved in this. The main distributors of Bandai stuff in Italy and traditionally for a lot of Europe. Event exclusive Dragon Ball figures. Chainsaw Man stuff. This was there last year. Hi, Windbreaker, how's it going? The old school Messengers. And yeah, fancy statues. Lots of Soul of Chogokin if you have them. If you have like money to burn, which I don't. I wish I did. And of course, lots of Gunpla. And the event exclusive left me a bit cold. I didn't buy any. Because last year I got the Gundam Base Limited new Gundam. And then this year, I don't know. It's nothing called to me. Nothing really called to me. Like, there were either clear kits, which I'm not into, or just stuff that I didn't care about. I was disappointing. They didn't even sell any nippers. No, they sold a nipper, but it was like really overpriced. They had all of the fucking Street Fighter Jada toys, because this was like Cosmic Group had like the Bandai Spirits half, and then all the other stuff they distribute. I do want to get that Vega, definitely. Oh yeah. Actually, sorry, I actually filmed the event exclusives, so wow, this compressed really badly. But yeah, there's the Earth Color Gundam. That's the only one that I was close to considering. Yeah, lots of Vocaloid stuff. Hatsune Miku, Jonathan. And then just like a lot of stuff from like European, Italian comics that I don't know, but you know, it's there. Oh shit, I went back. Oh yeah, then I went to the Hasbro booth. I can't believe I didn't film it outside. My original intention was to meet with Hasbro design with like Emily and Evan from Hasbro, because like a friend of mine had talked to them at London MCM. I think it was MCM, and I wanted to talk to them, but they had left by the time that I got to this area. Messenger is one of those old franchises and I recognize, but I've never seen. Didn't seem to stick in the States. No, not really. It was really big in Latin America in the 80s. And in Europe, Messenger is big in Spain, but the one that really hit is Grandizer, because that one was very big in Italy and France as Goldrake. But yeah, I didn't buy any Transformers because I was like, I could buy that at home. They did have a lot of upcoming figures. They didn't have this last year. They had a lot of upcoming figures on display. Here's Titan Class Studio Series Grimlock. A bunch of figures that we know are getting released soon or just released. Yeah, here's Titan Class Studio Series Grimlock. I figure I'm not interested in, but it was looking good, you know? It's looking great. And also Arachnid, which I'm definitely getting. I need to pre-order that. The Studio Series Leader Soundwave that comes with Laserbeak, Ravage, and Buzzsaw. I'm not getting that one because I'm really happy with the one that I got. And the upcoming Studio Series, very Sambo-styled Thundercracker. I took these pictures for Maya, who's a big Thundercracker fan, and I already showed them to them. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. I'm not gonna get it, but it's looking pretty good. I don't know why. Like, we were making jokes with my friends that that someone spilled all their weed, because I think they were trying very half-heartedly to do some kind of like, oh, they are like out in the field or something, but it literally just looks like someone spilled their stash. Anyway, this is the upcoming new set that is like, I think it's based on like, I think it's like, I don't really know, like Chinese mythology maybe. But yeah, there's like Starscream is a bird, Optimus is like a bull-drawn carriage. Yeah, they tried to rain and failed. Absolutely, that is absolutely what they were trying to go for. I do like Megatron as a hog. I love that. But this was the most interesting for me. This is the prototype, 2 prototypes actually, of Age of the Primes Onslaught, and I might have to go in on this. I haven't gone in on any of the Combaticons because I already have the. I'm sorry, this is the chat for the Transformers fans in chat. I haven't gone for any of the Age of the Primes ones because I'm very happy with my Combiner Wars Combaticons. But man, this looks good. Yeah, I pre-ordered this guy already. This is a big convoy. For those who don't know, this is an Optimus. It's not Optimus Prime. It's a different Optimus-like character, leader of the Maximals from a Beast Wars Japanese exclusive anime from the 90s. and it turns into a mammoth, and they're coming up with a new figure, and I like it, and I need to get it. But yeah, this is the outside. Transformers. Lilith, hello! Welcome, welcome! Is that a giant tank? Wait, giant tank? Oh, this. No, this Onslaught is a truck that carries a gun platform and then like space to like carry a vehicle, basically. And then it can turn into like a little bit of a base. Beast Wars, yeah, Beast Wars got 2 anime. It got Beast Wars 2nd and Beast Wars Neo because they were... I think it was to cover up delays in the dubbing of Beast Wars. So yeah, Beast Wars 2nd is the one where the leader of the Maximals is Leo Convoy, and who's like, you know, an Optimus that turns into a lion, and the villain is just called Galvatron. He's like a very weird kaiju drill tank. And Beast Wars Neo is the one that has Big Convoy, which is the one that I just showed you, the mammoth, and Magmatron is the villain, who is like the one that is like a combiner of three dinosaurs combined into one robot. Anyway, next it was on to the Bandai Namco area. The official Bandai Namco area. Not as good as last year. I mean, I'm saying that mainly because last year they had an entire area for Gunpla building, and where they gave you the free event Gunpla to teach you to build it, and that was a lot of fun, and there was nothing like that this year, and that disappointed me. They still had the Ichiban Kuji store. They still had the I did go in on this for some G-Quack stuff because they had the G-Quack's Ichiban Kuji. This is me doing it. Yeah, I asked the guy to film it, so let's see how it came out. I was like, can you film me doing it? Because I'm trying to do it with one hand. Trying to do the lottery. Yeah, and then he started doing it. He started filming it. And I was like, ta-da! I got a G prize! Time Stranger took up way too much space and no one bit. What? Oh, Digimon. Right. Galvatron is always weird, required by law. Yeah. That looks sad. What looks sad? Because I know chat is a bit delayed to where I'm from, to where I'm at. Oh yeah, Digimon Time Stranger. It's there. It was there. You could play it. Code Vein 2. You basically test out a lot of different games. Yeah. They had like a big statue. This is the rando. Big statue of the G-Quacks itself. You know, very pretty. Here's me with the G-Quacks. Again, sorry for the low res. And then just some of the cool stuff that they had on this. Again, a lot of like P Bandai stuff. A lot of stuff that I was like, this is too expensive. I might as well get it somewhere else if I'm interested at all. A lot of Shogokins, a lot of One Piece kits, because again, One Piece is huge in Italy. Unfortunately, $70. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing with modern video games, isn't it? Yeah, lots of cool Gunpla going on. Strike Freedom there, the Galguk Menace. Oh, I really need to get that HGUC Psycho Gundam Mark II. I really need to get it. Anyway, next on after that, I didn't buy anything there aside from the. Oh no, I did some. They also had some Gashapon capsules. I didn't film any of that because it was really crowded in the Gashapon area. So I got some of that and I got a Nishiban Kuji. Anyway, next was to the Red Bull Energy Zone. Let's go in. Let's go into the Red Bull Energy Zone, chat. Let's go in and see what is happening. So they're promoting Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Might squeeze fan for an early Christmas ask. Sede is calling me. I don't have the cashola. Yeah, I just got that as a present. Weather, hello. You're back from a Vietnamese restaurant. Oh, I'm very jealous. But yeah, you could. I think you could try the game out, but there was a queue and I didn't want to bother. There was a bit with arcades. This is all the Red Bull Zone still. And then there was a giant Tetris. And how did people play giant Tetris, you might ask? Hang on. Did I film it here? Yeah. Like one person rotated the pieces and the other one controlled the direction. And I think if you won, you won a prize or something. But if you lasted the entire timer or something. Having played it, I can say it's a much better game than a lot of other people have made, but it's not worth Nintendo's $80 price. Like, oh yeah, Pokemon ZA. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know if I wouldn't have bought it. Oh, I got Kong. Thank you for the Kong. Thank you for the Kong weather. Oh, McLaren, hello. I didn't see you there. I'm sorry. Did the throw not work? But yeah, the I just got ZA because it was a present. It's the only way I could get it. But yeah, anyway, later on, I decided to stop by this church. Look at all these nerds and cosplayers under this medieval church. Then it was this was all the Friday, by the way. No, we got the moment because we read. I was like, yeah. This was Conad is it's a supermarket chain, and this one was themed after Stranger Things because Netflix always has a big push at LUCCA Comics for the last few years. Like last year they were pushing Squid Game, this year they were pushing final season of Stranger Things, and I just thought it was really funny. I literally didn't go here because of Stranger Things. I don't care about Stranger Things. I just needed to get a snack, and then on my way home, at one of the big churches at San Michele, I saw a bunch of Star Wars cosplayers. You don't normally play Pokemon, do you? No, I like it, I respect it, but I don't super play it. But this one has Chikorita in it, and France, and I'm excited for it. It looks good. Yeah, look at all these cool Star Wars cosplayers. The Han Solo there. Lots of Vaders, couple of Boba Fett's, few Mandos over there. You know, it's very cool. Darth Maul in the back there. Poppy. There's Palpatine. Just there hanging out. Oh, you can't see him because I'm covering him. So new battle system was also changes of the game's played. Nice. But yeah, this photo is not capturing how cool this looked because it was nighttime, and so all the sabers glowing. This one captures it a bit better, but it's very blurry because nighttime. I love that there were like a bunch of like Jedi Temple guards. That's really cool. Chewie. Is that Chewie or is that a different Wookiee? Yeah, I think that's a Night Sister, maybe, Twi'lek. I'm gonna speak for if I can play it on the Switch too. Yeah, oh yeah, because I also only got the Switch 1 game, so get ready for that. Yeah, there were a lot of Punkle, like the devs of Vampire Survivors. They had a lot of stuff, like, they put a lot of banners. Like, this was literally, like, a place where you could get roast chicken. And this Poleria is a place where you can buy chicken. And it says, we also have garlic. Those cosplayers are like bees. If you see one, there's guaranteed to be 200 more nearby. You play fun on the Switch 1 with 30 FPS. Yeah. I don't have a Switch 2 and I can't afford one right now. It's the thing. Again, another photo. I don't know why these are out of order. But yeah. Next day, this is Saturday, I saw this adorable family and I had to take a photo. Where mom is TARDIS, dad is Dalek, and baby is Jodie Whittaker. And it's really cute. I just loved the Exterminate there at the top. And he has like Plunger and the Whisk. It's mwah. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Yo, Harborplow, what's up? Currently playing on the Switch Lite. Yeah. Hear you. And again, this was the crowds on Saturday were insane. Look at this. Look at this. You could barely walk. And so this is you might be noticing that there's people on because this is on the walls because Lucca is a medieval city that has big walls that you walk on. It has like a big road. It should be here on the inside. Oh god, shut up. 30 FPS on Switch 1, I have no problem with that. My eyes hurt above 60, so 30 is most stable. Yeah, 30 is pretty good. The problem we had on Saturday was, so Saturday is the biggest day for any convention usually, number one, and in this case it means that it was like double. It really felt like it was double the people that on Friday and Thursday. Thursday and Friday had rained. This was the first day that it didn't rain. So I think that also contributed to people maybe not going the previous days and then going this day. And the problem was that when you're walking in the walls, there were many moments where we were like walking so slowly. And we had big traffic jams up here because sometimes people would just stop to take pictures of cosplayers. And people had to walk around that. And this is why, and on the walls, I saw so many cool cosplays that I didn't want to take a photo of because I didn't want to be that person. I didn't want to interrupt the flow of traffic. But I saw 2 Kasane Tetos with really good outfits and stuff like that. And I'm really sad that I couldn't take photos. I did film this as I was looking around because there was like a big contingent of 40k cosplayers. But yeah, again, just showing you the crowdedness. How much more crowded it was. This is the same area that I was showing you from the first day that had all the umbrellas and that. Look how much more crowded it was. This guy was cosplaying from Yoroi and Samurai Troopers. Oh yeah, one thing that I was very sad is this area is right next to the big plaza with the cosplayers. And I spent a lot of time there last year, and I took pictures of lots of cool cosplayers. You might remember all the JoJo cosplayers, the Dragon Ball cosplayers, lots of cool stuff. And I was going to do it. But I was like, I'm going to do that on Sunday. And then on Sunday, it rained really heavily, which means that the cosplayers all went home. Well, they didn't go home, but they didn't gather in that park in the open air. So that really annoyed me because I didn't get as many cool pictures of cosplay. So next year, I think I'm gonna make sure to stop. I think it was my thing is this was on the way to see Super Hyper Wolf, and I didn't want to miss him. Oh shit! I still have the Gamers Outreach pop up. Give me a minute. I need to disable that. Sorry. Stream element. Oh come on. Stream elements. Sorry about this, chat. We're doing it live. Scuff and all that. Oh, come on. Why can I not log in? Hang on, give me a sec, chat. Give me a moment. Why can I not log in? It's my dashboard. There we are. Dashboard. Sorry about this. Streaming tools, chatbot, timers. There we go. That's it. Undone. Awesome. Summer Warriors cosplays in the big 2025. Yeah, it's because it's coming back. Also, hi Sakuzani. Hi. Yeah, it's because it's coming back. I think we're getting a new anime, I think. Yeah, it's getting a reboot. This was the board game and JRPG area. This is, that's the man himself, Super Hyper Wolf. Again, I had a picture of this place, but I don't know where it went. Again, last year I took a lot of pictures here because even though it's a place that I don't really care about, because I'm not really much of I'm not a TTRPG person. I'm not a TCG person. But this year was so jammed that I was like in it. And also I was really warm. This day it was so warm. I was sweating profusely. And I was like, I'm just going in to meet Super Hyper Wolf, buy his book, get a signature. And I did. I met him. Look, I met him. There he is. He was really nice. We talked about wrestling. I told him to watch Saint Seiya. I was a bit awkward. And he loved my flip phone. That was great. But yeah, this was the area. This is exiting that area. You see, there's loads of stuff. You like TCG, you like TTRPGs, that's great. But I was so warm that day. I was sweating so much. I was so tired. And I was like, nah, I ain't doing this. Now, do you see this? Do you remember how the first thing that I did was go to Japantown? And then you had to take a shuttle bus. This is the queue to the shuttle bus on Saturday. Not only that, you may see that there's an enormous queue and they're going over a bridge. That's a railway bridge. After that railway bridge, it's still like 400 meters to the shuttle bus. The shuttle buses are not very big. So you can imagine how many people were going to Japantown. I'm really glad I did that the first day. Ruben says, love Super Hyper Wolf. Met him at a bunch of cons in Ireland where he's selling like his art and stuff. He's the nicest lad. I love it. I got his book autographed. I wanted to buy the English version, the one about fake video games. But he only had the Italian version, and he was like, oh, is it alright that it's only the Italian version? No, because I was like, do you have the English version? He's like, no, just the Italian. Is that okay? And I'm like, oh yeah, I can read it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Talking to him in English, talking to the cashier in Italian. It was fun. Anyway, this was wonderful. I might have muted the tab for this. Hang on. Might have muted the tab for this. This was a procession from Ponkel going to... Because I was going the same way because you might remember that I saw John Romero's talk at a church, and then I went to the Ponkel Tower. These processions going to the Ponkel Tower, and John Romero was actually near that, like right next to that church. That was where his stall was, and they were doing this procession with a guy dressed like Paul Ratcho from the game, and a bagpiper. I think the bagpiper is also a character. But I can't remember. There's a lot of characters in Vampire Survivors. Yeah, look at the guy with the garlic. Fucking incredible. Okay. Fucking incredible. The guy, the Paul Ratcho cosplayer, they got an old man holding garlic and wearing robes. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's the big pride, you know, that this Italian developer made it big and they're now publishing other games and they're making lots of money. Anyway, wait, is this the next day? No. This was on my way. So I knew the area because again, I knew the area where John Romero was, but I didn't know where to find him. So I was going around all the stalls, and these were all the stalls of people like from cosplay groups, and you could buy cosplay stuff. You could see very cool cosplays like this General Grievous, a life-size Rocket Raccoon. Yeah. There was also like, but then I moved to an area, and John Romero was in a video game area, and this was part of that video game area. Oh shit, hang on, it's auto-playing again. And I was like, oh cool, video game stuff, more plushies, whatever. But then it was time to meet the man and the legend, John Romero. And you see here, you see this? This is a schedule. This is an actual schedule. How was I meant to find that online? I wasn't. Also, I love this illustration of like the Doom demons in LUCCA. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. There's the man himself. Come on, load it. Come on, load it. There's the man himself. Approaching him. And he had a bunch of his memorabilia. He had like discs for Final Doom signed, like original discs. Oh, hang on. I think I felt more. Hang on. Lot of different versions of Doom. Oh, that was the PlayStation version. Yeah. And then I think, yeah, he had a floppy from PC format with a demo for Spear of Destiny. Fucking insane shit. It was really cool. And I met the guy, and when I met him, I took 2 phones because I knew that I wanted to do this. I wanted to have Doom on my phone running while I took a photo, and he was like, oh cool, he loved it, he thought it was really funny, he hugged me. And then, oh, little anecdote, so I didn't talk to John that much. So I bought a few badges, and I got 2 autographed posters, one for Doom for me and one Wolfenstein 3D one for my sibling. I said to him, when I was 7 or 8 years old, my sibling taught me how to kill Hitler in Wolfenstein, and that's how long I've loved your stuff. And then I told him that my sibling said to me, I was like, I promise you, John, this is not ironic, this is not a bit. My sibling said, I love Daikatana. And I told him that. I didn't tell him that my brother said that it was also shit, but that he loved it anyway. I didn't tell him that bit. I just said, my brother loved Daikatana, which is true. I also ended up talking a lot more to his wife, Brenda, who is lovely because they live in Ireland. They live in Galway. And I ended up talking to her about Ireland and about trad sessions in Galway and about like just Galway in Ireland in general, how nice it is. As I was, so I left all of the merch that I bought on the desk, right? And I had my bag and my stick over in another part. And then when I went to get my stuff, I was like, oh, is this my stuff? Just to confirm, just so I'm not accidentally robbing them. And Brenda was distracted, and she was like, oh, sorry, I got distracted. Because what happened was that as soon as the photo was done, Brenda said, John, look at the tiny dog. There was an Italian woman that walked in, walking this beautiful tiny little black dog. And John and Brenda dropped everything that they were doing to go look at the black dog. John started talking to the lady. They just love dogs so much. And it was such an adorable moment. It was so cute. And Brenda was literally like, I'm sorry, I got distracted by the cute dog. Here's your merch. I was like, oh, no worries. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. As I was walking away, there was an anime vocal contest that a lot of people entered. Again, I didn't know about this. Maybe I'll enter next year. Probably not. Probably not. I don't know if I would do that. Yeah, there were these, my mom called them Transformers. Obviously, they're not. These sculptures, this Bayformer style robots, and all of them have names and bios. I think they're made by a car manufacturer to promote green energy. I don't fucking know. I didn't find out, but I did film them. So there you go. Also, Italians don't give a shit if you're filming. They don't care. They get in the way. But yeah, I mean, those are car parts, right? I would imagine those look like recycled car parts. And yeah, they all had bios. So anyway, that was the Saturday. Sorry, the Saturday was the day in which like my only goals were meeting Super Apache Wolf and meeting John Romero, and I accomplished those goals. That was the Saturday. I didn't do more because I was so crowded and so hot, and I was so tired. That's a Lambo logo. Okay. Did that last one have a GIMP mask? Let's have a look. Not really, not quite, right? Hang on, this one, right? I don't think so. I think it's more of some kind of gas mask helmet. Anyway, then it was on to the J-pop tent. J-pop are one of the biggest. It has nothing to do with pop music. They are one of the biggest. I would say the second biggest after Star Comics, manga publishers. Well, maybe Planeta. I don't know, but yeah, they do Satch Bell. They do. I think they do Chainsaw Man. They do Dan Dan Dan. They had lots of cool stuff. Yeah, lots of Dan Dan available. Sometimes they have like special limited edition prints. They have like all of the dynamic stuff: Devilman, Jeeg, Messenger, Goldrake, etc. They had some preview of upcoming Dan Dan and Freer merch. They also do Freerin, of course. No, there was an advent calendar that I didn't get. Oh yeah, you could also get your picture taken in there as Momo, Dan Dan, Funko Pop. Yeah. Oh, and then there was like an area with like games. This one is Apothecary. I think Apothecary Diaries or something. I don't know. I just took some video, took some photo. Didn't really know what was going on. Yeah. Just giving you an idea of what it felt like inside of there. Loads of like big panels of like Tetsuo and Adam because they also do Osamu Tezuka stuff. I was in the because again it was raining a lot on Saturday, and I run into these extremely fucking perfectly Italian Jigen and Lupin, and I love them. I was like gonna get a photo, and I love it. Italians love Lupin so fucking much, dude. Oh yeah, I need to read Apothecary Diaries or watch the anime, one of the two, because it looks interesting. But yeah, Lupin and Jigen, fucking yeah, Italians and French people fucking adore Lupin and Lupin the Third. Yeah, then they were also promoting Welcome to Derry. They had an American school bus in there, you know, and there was like some kind of experience in there. Obviously I didn't go because I don't care. Sorry. Highly recommend the next time show. The read is just as good. Thank you, because like I'm always up for, like, you know me, I'm a manga girly power, so I'm probably gonna read it. But yeah, then I also went to a few other places I hadn't been. This is the Dynamic tent. Dynamic Italia is Italy's, one of Italy's probably the longest running and biggest anime distributor. So obviously they have like lots of Blu-rays, lots of cool stuff, and lots of, you know, they do publish a lot of manga. I think this was like further down. I don't think this was Dynamic anymore. Maybe it was. But yeah, just give you an idea what it looks like. Very, very. I like how a lot of the big companies, like, they do pull all the stops to make like these really appealing looking stalls. Then it was on to my favorite area. Even though I don't buy much in this area, but I love it. It's the like just your regular comic book shops that have a lot of new and old stuff, and it's fantastic. And I just love, I wish, like, my problem that I had this year, right, compared to last year's, this year my fatigue was worse, the weather was terrible, and it was very warm. All of that made it so that I didn't want to dig through stuff too much because I was just sweating and tired. I was just like very like, mission objective is this, mission objective is that. And next year I'm hoping that Starkane, my partner, can go with me, so that we can, so that A, she can see it because she needs to experience this, and B, also so that I can get some support, because I'm doing this on my own, and as you know, chronic fatigue, it's extremely hard to do this. Yeah, just taking some videos of some of the other non-manga comics that they got. They got everything you want, basically. You want European comics, obviously. You want Italian comics, obviously. Conan. You want Funkos, there's Funkos. Lots of cute keychains and masks and whatever you want. Oh yeah, look, they had some Labubus. Allegedly original Labubus. Well, they were selling a lot of like Pop Mart stuff, so I would assume, yeah. I just wanted to show you this. This was a big queue, and again, I just did this like walking bit just to show you the beauty of LUCCA. This is literally just like a bit where like cars would drive around here normally, because normally there wouldn't be a queue here. They were doing like an experience for Predator Badlands, and again, I didn't go in. I was very tired. I'm sorry. I'm a bad convention reporter. Back to some more small publishers and small shops. All of this manga for €1 each. I couldn't buy anything. I couldn't see anything that I wanted. I was gutted. Because again, the other problem that I have is that, like, normally I would just like peruse, but I'm there with my stick on my own and getting in the way, and it's just, you know, it was kind of annoying sometimes. Because also there's not a lot of room to maneuver in this place either. But yeah. More navigation around here. Loads of figures. This place had a lot of unboxed figures. And when you see unboxed figures, usually they're cheaper. These were not cheaper. These were very expensive. And so I didn't buy any. Lots of cool art books. Oh yeah, this one I took mainly for Courage because it's all these like retro games, specifically Japanese editions. Like Xenosaga, Final Fantasy 4DS, fucking whatever you want. Look at this. Fucking look at this. Final Fantasy 11 for PS2. You know? Kind of insane that Final Fantasy 11 still exists. Kind of insane that it has high player numbers. Relatively. Final Fantasy 9 original Japanese version. All the Ultimanias. You know? Okay, let me see. Wow. Okay, what's next? Yeah, again, just Super Family stuff, Game Boy stuff, Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy. Go to Japanese Dragon Quest 7, just like that one. Awesome. But yeah, if you wanted some cool retro shit, this is where you go get it. All the GBA versions as well. Some Kingdom Hearts situations going on for the Kingdom Hearts lovers in the chat. Here you go. These are your gods. I suppose. No, I mean, I know who the characters are. I do love Trenchcoat Mickey Mouse. Fucking love that dude. So much Dragon Quest, I would lose so much money there. Yeah, Dragon Quest is good. Oh, Chrono Trigger, Super Family as well. Yeah, just taking photos and videos. Oh yeah, the Italian Post. I didn't go in because there was a huge queue, and this was the point where it started to rain really a lot. But they were doing a lot of like stuff with Grandizer, Pokemon, Oli e Benji, which is Captain Tsubasa. This is Il Collezionista. This is LUCCA's own big traditional comic book store. They had a huge stall. Huge stall. I didn't buy anything. Lots of Gunpla. I did end up buying Gunpla there a few days later because my mom was like, hey, go to the comic book store and I'll buy you whatever up to €30. So I got her to buy me a Gunpla. But yeah, again, more of this amazing area. Couple of enormous statues of Jig and Grandizer, Italy's favorite. Are they holding hands? They are in my mind. Also had is that Daltanios? Is that what it's called? Anyway. Some cool Final Fantasy figures. This was elsewhere. I got out of that tent and I went into this random shop, because at this point it's raining heavily. And I found this guy. This is a rare figure. It's that early 2000s Soundwave that turns into an MP3 player. Yeah, look how it was. It was insane. I just took this to show you how fucked it was. Just so heavy raining. It was so annoying. There were so many cool shops. I'm so tired. I'm sweating. I'm like, ah. And I made it to the big tent. This is the big tent in a central plaza in Piazza Napoleone. And it has loads of big publishers. And it also has a statue within it. But sadly, this year the statue was covered up because it was being worked on. So I couldn't get a proper... I'll take a photo of... Like, yeah. Oh, sorry. I keep pressing the wrong thing. Yeah. But yeah, showing you this. It's a big tent. I also went here because it was raining real heavily. Yeah, the statue is covered up, sadly, because they were fixing it up. But normally it's really crazy because you're inside of a big tent at a con, and there's a massive, statue of, I think, of Napoleon in the middle. Yeah, I was trying to see the statue through but you just couldn't see it. Loads and loads of different publishers. Italy has so many manga publishers. Hikari. They were having some signings as well. And Hugo Pratt stuff. This was like a punk stall. I loved it. I didn't buy anything because, again, tired, late, broke at this point. But yeah, there was this like punk rock guy, had like tapes on that, and people were producing tapes, and I was like, oh man, I wish I had a tape deck. More BL. You want BL? Here's BL. Here's your BL. Let's go. Let's go. And also just romance in general. Was this the one that had the hentai? No, there's a You know what I was saying? That there was like ecchi and hentai just available uncovered where a kid could see it. Well, this is what I mean. This is not behind anything. I'm like, come on, dude. There's little kids here. Okay? There's little kids. Anyway, Kaguya-sama. Yeah, this is a Star Comics stall, so it's all One Piece and that. Yeah, I almost bought these, but I had no money left at this point. But I took a photo so that maybe I can order them online. They are both art. Like the one on the right is more like dissecting the anime scenes and stuff like that. The one on the left is more like an actual art book of like with like character designs and stuff. They had like an open version that you could peruse. Any of them you'd recommend? I don't know them. Coleman. I don't read. Well, no. I do read some manga too. Some anime too and manga too. I do read those. But I'm not gonna tell you. Because we're on Twitch. Yeah, they had like a big cloth of like this is the anime version of Oscar designed by Shingo Araki and Michi Himeno of Saint Seiya fame. This was the last night. This was the big Stranger Things experience thing. They had a huge zombie. And then I went in, they had a media set, which is like, well, there was like a little area. It's this covered market. I don't know how to explain it. Because I didn't get a proper photo of it from outside. And like, you know, they had Disney Plus, media set, like TV station stuff. And they had this life-size statue of the Thing. And the little robot from the Fantastic Four film. And they had the official Studio Ghibli stall. Which didn't have any cool Porco Rosso stuff left that I wanted. Then Mediaset had a Holy Benji, again, that's Captain Tsubasa. Captain Tsubasa themed foosball table. You could see all the figures back there. And a puzzle and that. I think that's all like made in Italy stuff. This is the big Nintendo tent. I wasn't going to go in originally, but then I decided to. And I went in. You know, here's the Super Mario pipe where you can take a photo. And this is what it looked like inside. Loads of Switch 2s, testing all the latest games. I wanted to test out Metroid Prime, but I couldn't. Because they actually had it. Yeah, there you go. There's the new Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime 4. 4, right? It's 4, right? Yeah. Oh, and I got like a free... every time the Nintendo stall is very nice because they always have like a freebie. Last year was like, I think, some stickers. And this year it was a pin. Oh, and last year they gave me a bag as well. This year it was just a pin. But a very cute pin of Mario. Yeah, more of these. This was the last stop on the Sunday. Again, very, very rainy. These are a few more of these statues. And this is at another medieval tower / castle because I'm going here for a couple of art exhibitions. I didn't want to go to LUCCA Comics and just go shopping and just get autographs. I wanted to go to some of the exhibits that they have, and I wanted to show you guys the exhibits that they had. But yeah, here's more of these guys, of these robots. I need to show these to my Transformers friends. I need to show them to like Maya and that. But yeah, here I am in this medieval tower with a disabled elevator. And again, I just filmed it for you guys because it's kind of crazy, right? Italy, am I right? It's beautiful. Yeah, one of the exhibitions was Kevin Eastman, artist of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And they had a lot of pages from the comic. I think they also had some like original illustrations as well. I filmed these. There's Casey Jones. A lot of these are for Maya because I know Maya is a big fan of Casey Jones. Yeah. Gonna head off, have a fun one. Freaking wild LUCCA comic photo tour today. Yeah. This is almost the end, so you're not gonna miss too much. But yeah, let's continue. Yeah, you see, yeah, there are some actual original sketches and stuff for the comic, and that I'd have gone to see him alone. To the Kevin. Well, Kevin Eastman himself wasn't there. There was just an exhibition with, again, like sketches and TMNT cereal and that. The Mighty Thor. Yeah, no, he wasn't there. And then the other exhibit that I went to see, and this is something that you guys might not know about. L'Eternauta, El Eternauta, The Eternaut. You might have heard about the Netflix TV show. El Eternauta, The Eternaut, is a seminal, extremely pivotal, important masterpiece of Argentinian comic books. It's about an alien invasion in Argentina. This year we had the Netflix adaptation, which is pretty great. Aside from the fact that they used AI in a couple of scenes. Really, really, really good. Starring Ricardo Darín, who is my favorite actor. And they had an exhibition of El Eternauta, like the bios of the artist and writer. The writer was disappeared during our fascist dictatorship in the 70s. And but the interesting thing is that not only do they have pages of the story throughout. Oh, hang on. I don't know why these Shredder ones are here. Oh yeah, because like I think I had to go in really quickly to the Eastman one to realize that I missed some stuff. But yeah, you can see that this is like a lettering. It's a lettering copy. Like these are pages that are still being worked on. You could see like the ink. So these are actual pages. El Eternauta is a comic from the 60s, by the way. I should have said 1966. Shredder was a pivotal character in El Eternauta. Shut the fuck up, Jim. Also, hi. No, it's just because like there was a bit that I realized I hadn't gone to. But yeah, like basically the exhibit told the entire story of the comic from beginning to end, but having these actual pages that were like a lot of the time had you could see the shading and stuff that is not in the printed version. Like these are working ones for publication, for lettering. You know, you see like and again, you have to think 1966, all of this shit is handmade. There ain't no computers helping with this. I mean, typesetting, you could do it with machines, but I mean, even this typesetting is not done with machines. You can tell because this E is not the same as that E, for example. It's all handmade. It's beautiful. Oh, Para, you would have loved this. You would have loved this because it was such a, like, this was all from a collector, I believe, and it was such a love. Like, it's an exhibition made with such love and reverence for the original material. Like, there's actual stains on it, you know, because it's the actual thing. And then they had, this blew my mind, Hora Cero. So back in the day, well, okay, hang on, I don't need to explain this to weebs. You know the way that in Japan, manga is published in magazines like Shonen Jump or whatever? Well, like compilation magazines that publish a lot of different comics at a time. It was the same back in the day in Argentina. And Hora Cero was this kind of thing. You have to get me to leave, yeah. Hora Cero was the Argentinian comics magazine where they published El Eternauta. They were also publishing like war stories and that, right? Like war comics kind of thing. But they actually had these original ones. December, what year would this have been? They don't say, but it just says like the month and day. It doesn't say the year. But it's incredible. It's incredible that they had these. And then they also have some international versions of El Eternauta in, you know, in like the English version, Spanish version. This is the Gurbo. This is one of the monsters that invades and destroys building. These are so gigantic that they can demolish a building. They can just like body a building. Yeah, I took a lot of photos. This is the Manos. These are like the humanoid alien invaders, but they're not the leaders because you never see the leaders because that's the point. And the Manos have these they're called the Manos. Manos means hands because they have all these like insane fingers. But yeah. Then they had a few books about El Eternauta. There's like a novelization. This is a comic that they were selling about the death of Oesterheld because he was disappeared, and it's called The Last Flight of Herman Oesterheld because he was literally thrown off a plane. Can't believe they predicted Gen AI. Wow. Where is Oesterheld and a lot of his characters and stuff, and yeah, it was a great loss. I think there's some Eternauta in Russian over there, I believe. Eternauta in Italian. This is like, I think this is like the announcement of Eternauta coming out originally. No, I get you. I got it, Power. Don't worry, I got it. Yeah, that's the Manos again. This exhibition was such a labor of love. This is like an alien base in Plaza Italia, which no, it's not in Plaza. Is it in Plaza Italia or is it in Plaza Plaza Congreso? I think it's Plaza Congreso, which is in central Buenos Aires. Because again, it just takes place in Buenos Aires and around it. This is a River Plate Stadium. Doesn't look like that anymore, but looked like that back then. Red Miles says, I like seeing this type of thing because even if I don't know the comics or the history, it still just need to see 60-year-old print in good shape. Especially back then, the paper neck was so low quality. Exactly. And also remember, not only low quality, but also this is in Argentina. We're not a wealthy country. And we definitely were not back then. So the fact that these are preserved at all and that I think most of the pages are here is insane. And then they had like a trailer for the Netflix Eternauta, which I recommend emphatically. Don't watch it dubbed. Watch it subtitled, please. Please do not watch the English dub. Please, I beg you. There he is, Ricardo Darina's El Eternauta. My favorite actor. Managing that level of skill and detail with the materials available to them, I'd be in awe of that exhibition. Yeah, that is the incredible thing. When you look at comics from that era, from anywhere in the world, the fact, like what they were making, right? Like when you look at some like original Steve Ditko stuff, when you look at some like original Action Comics stuff, it's insane the artistry that they got to do with analog tools, right? It's insane and beautiful. So beautiful. But yeah, that was... Oh yeah, the name of the exhibit was the Eternaut Beyond Time and Space. Yeah, and there's the trailer. And yeah, this area still had like, I think the last few pages. And then there is an upcoming Eternaut board game. Now, I said, I'm not a board game person, but I might get this. I might end up getting this. It is coming out. It's not Kickstarted, I think. It's just literally just coming out. Which is really cool. Yeah, then I just like on my way home, I stopped like OVS, which is basically Italian Primark. They had a bunch of neat stuff. Then I went like a couple of days later and all this was gone. So and a final shot at the Stranger Things experience. This was shot already because it was going home time. But I just wanted to take a picture of the zombie or whatever it is. I don't know Stranger Things, guys. I don't know who this is. If I'm meant to know. This was like some Digimon thing that I also missed. I don't know. Oh yeah. That was the end of LUCCA Comics. But I want to tell you a funny story that happened right in front of this. My shirt that says perchance. Everything is getting board games. Yeah. Everything board game. Everything computer. It's still raining, right? Well, it's not raining at this point, but it's dark. It's very wet. And I'm walking through the plaza, and what was happening is like at the end of each of these days, where I ended up on the other side of the city, I had to like basically put my headphones on and get some pumping anime music to like rally to walk home, because I had to walk home because there was no public transport. My parents thankfully don't live very far from the city center. It's walkable, right? And this lady tries to get my attention, right? And offers me a tote bag for free. And I take off my not AirPods, whatever the fuck the Apple ones are called. Mine are from Motorola, whatever. And it falls on the ground. And you may see that this ground is black bricks, black tiles, and it's been raining and it's nighttime. I start looking for it. The lady is really mortified. She offers me another tote bag. And a guy comes along and finds it. But then the little the ear tip comes off. And that one is lost and we can't find it. And the lady feels so mortified that she gives me She was like, do you want all the tote bags? And I was like, sure, I have friends. The tote bags were Captain Tsubasa tote bags, by the way. So I was elated. I got like 7 of them or something. Everyone is getting one for Christmas. The only problem is, it's the one thing I forgot to put in my suitcase, so my mom is posting them to me. But yeah, the lady was so Mordo. She was so pure Mordo that she straight up just gave them to me. Just gave me a bundle of them. They're not huge, but they're very cute. Anyway, the next day, this is on the bus to Pisa. Just wanted to take a video, didn't I? They didn't look very good. This is in Pisa with my mom. I hope I remove the selfie of me with my mom. This is the baptistry of the... Because Pisa is, again, half an hour from Lucca. It's where my mom and I go to Pisa to, like, just hang out. Just wanted to show you what it's like to be there, you know? For me, this is so normal. For me, the Tower of Pisa is, like, a place that I can easily go to when I visit my parents. For me, it's not a fancy thing. I've also never been inside. The baptistry is beautiful. The church as well, the cathedral. Cathedral or church, I can never tell. There we go. There's the tower. There it is. In all its beautiful splendor. With people at the top. I've never been to it, inside of it. This is, I'm gonna turn this into a TikTok because this horse looked really bored and I want to like turn into a TikTok with some Uma Musume music. Pisa is also very beautiful. Didn't think they let anyone inside the tower. No, that was long ago. No, it's long been very safe. Yeah, Pisa is just beautiful to walk around, as most Italian cities are. This is University of Pisa. A lot of famous alum from this. I can't remember any off the top of my head, but you know, it is, again, very beautiful. This symbol of Pisa is extremely Umbrella Corporation, which is why I took that. And again, you're just walking down the street and it looks like this. It's fucking insane how beautiful it is. This is a statue to Garibaldi, who was one of the big heroes of the unification of Italy. Right next to it, we had some ice cream with my mom. Look at all these beautiful ice creams. White chocolate, cookie, stracciatella. I wouldn't call stracciatella a chocolate chip. That's underselling it. I didn't have any stracciatella when I was in Italy. Yeah, black cherry, but kind of like got a bit of booze. Fior di latte. I like how they didn't bother translating fior di latte. That's funny. Because I don't know how you would translate. It's like a kind of cream. I don't know, man. I had pistachio and lampone. ¿Cómo se dice? Lampone, come? Frambuesa. Raspberry. Sorry. I was running through all my languages. Yeah, it was delicious. It was very good. Beautiful picture of the Arno River that goes through Pisa. And oh yeah, there was artwork by the same artist, like papered all over B Onigiri, I guess, all over Pisa. And I only took picture of one. Oh yeah, this was a cafe at which my mom and I stopped, and we saw this, and it's like, this is in English. This is for the tourists. This is not for the Italians. It's so dumb. Husband daycare center. Need time to yourself. Need time to relax. Want to go shopping? We'll look after your husband. It's just a cafe, dude. It's just a cafe. Literally, we went in and I actually left my mom there so I could go to a comic book shop. You only pay for his food and drinks. We'll take care of him for you. And I was going here to my favorite comic book store in Pisa. There's several, actually. I didn't go to this time to the others, but I went to L'Eternauta. Yes, there is a comic book shop called The Eternaut, L'Eternauta, in Pisa. So I always make sure to visit. Didn't buy anything there. And this was the next day. This is me going to... Do you remember how I told you when I was in one of the tents that Il Collezionista was like the local big traditional comic book store in Lucca? Well, this is it. It's my favorite comic book store in the world. And they have some gashapon machines outside. Lots of plushies, Gunpla. They have everything you desire, Chad. They have Western comics if that's what you're into. There's a semi-common joke in the US calling the bar the husband dad daycare. Yeah. They have like this non-Lego messenger. I kind of want that. Loads of plushies. Loads of like Nando's figures, whatever you want. Less Nando's this year. Those were the only Nando's that I saw that they had. No Uma figures. I did see some Uma figures throughout Lucca Comics, but very few. This is the area with a lot of like Demon Slayer and all that. And then, oh look, it's the Gunpla. And here's where I got my mom to buy me the Hambrabi, because Mom Morgana mentioned. And this is the cool bit. You walk through this part that has all these plushies and like fucking replica weapons. and Italian comics and European comics, right? And you walk to the back, and here you are. I've shown you guys this a million times. This is the manga section. I usually spend hours here. I didn't want to spend hours here that day because the only... I have some... they disrespected the horses. The Yakuza had been dispatched. They had... I am still collecting a few things in Italian. But some of them are kind of older. They're not going to be on the shelves. And the new 5-star stories is coming out end of this month in Italian, like the latest 5-star stories Italian edition, and I was gutted that it was not available. The publisher for 5-star stories in Italian is so small that they didn't even have like a stall at LUCCA Comics. They just don't. But yeah, any manga that you desire. And then this was just, I was just walking past next door to the comic book shop. There's like a pasticceria, like a shop with sweet treats. How would you say pasticceria? Oh, it's a bakery, but it's specifically a bakery for sweet stuff. Although they did have sandwiches there. Yeah, look at that. Look at the beautiful stuff to tempt you. And this is, this was where I took those pictures of like the Captain Tsubasa football table, Studio Ghibli. How I said it was in this market with these columns, because this is like an old market. This would have been an old covered market, and obviously it's all gone now. It's all gone. This is a few days later. It's all gone. And this was where the Stranger Things zombie was, and I just took a photo of it to show you guys. And this was on the last evening. My parents and I, and my parents' friend Piera, we went to a cafe, and I had a delicious, like, semi-ice cream flan mousse that was pistachio flavored, and an Italian cioccolata calda, which comes with a lot of very thick whipped cream and is very thick and delicious. And this, my friends, is the end of the holiday. Do we have any questions? I will now take questions. I will now take all of your questions while this is on screen to tempt you all. So you went to Spain. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you treat me so disrespectfully? Oh man, I had a lot of fun. I still haven't unpacked because when I came back, oh my god, chat, I need to tell you what happened when I came back. So, okay. So, normally there's no real... Okay, direct flights between Scotland and Italy only happen in the summer. Okay? And on the way there, I managed to catch a Ryanair flight from Edinburgh Airport. And getting to Edinburgh Airport from Glasgow is actually not that bad. Because you can get... There's a bus that takes you from Glasgow City Centre directly to Edinburgh Airport. So that's piss easy. It's basically just a bit longer than going to Glasgow Airport. It's not that bad. And that was a direct flight. But on the way back, there weren't direct flights. I had to get a flight that went through London Heathrow. And London Heathrow, for those of you who don't know, is one of the biggest airports in the world. It's basically a city. It's insane how big it is. Obviously, I get the disabled assistance because I can't traverse all of that by myself. And here's how it went down. Okay, so my first flight was at 11 a.m. from Pisa to London. And I have breakfast with my parents at the cafe, and then I go through security, do all of that, board the plane. Everything goes fine. I started to get hungry on the plane because it's getting to midday. My mom gave me some money for lunch, and then I land in Heathrow. In Heathrow, I have like an hour and a half to change flights. But again, I get priority stuff for being disabled. And first thing that happens is that I did have like a bit of a wait for the disabled assistance, but it was fine. It's fine. It's whatever. They have a lot of people. It's very hard. I'm not mad at them or anything. And then we go to security, and they scan my bags. All of my bags get flagged, but then they realize it's not just my bags. Everybody's bags are getting flagged. I'm gonna let this. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let this slideshow like play while I talk. So So there's something to look at as well. And so they realized that it's flagging all the bags because there was some problem. I think someone put a belt and it was loose and it like got stuck in the machine. Something happened. So basically what happened is like the bags for everybody in one of the queue had to be scanned with another queue. So that ended up taking like 20 extra minutes. And then we are late for the flight because then it turns out that my gate was not in the same building. It was the same terminal, but Heathrow is so big that we literally had to take a subway, an underground rail car to the next building in the same terminal. It's fucking insane. And we're rushing and we're rushing and we're rushing, and then we made it just as they were boarding. Now, remember how I said I was hungry? Well, I normally would have asked the person helping me to stop at a shop, a Boots or a W. Smith's, get a sandwich, get a little drinky, take them on the plane. This did not happen because we didn't have time. And I was like, okay, you know what? It's fine. The flight between London and Glasgow is like an hour at most. I'll be home before 5 o'clock. I'll have some food then. We got on the plane. The plane is in the runway. The plane is in the tarmac. The plane doesn't leave. We move to the queue. The pilot says that there's a problem. There is like a malfunction with like the systems that like organize the planes, and basically it's like, okay, we're gonna get going as soon as we can, but if we have to wait any longer, we'll have to go back to refuel. We had to wait longer. We have to go back to refuel. We were waiting to take off for 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 fucking hours. 2 fucking hours, chat. 2 fucking hours. Turns out you don't get compensation unless it's 3, by the way. And so I arrived home. Instead of being home by 5, I was home by like 7. And I'm hungry on the plane. They gave me some free biscuits because I was like, please. And they were very nice. No, the people on the plane, I want to stress this. This was not the fault of the people in the plane, of the what am I filming there? What was that? What was that, Mario? This was not the fault of the flight team, of the like flight attendants or anybody. The flight attendants were fantastic. They got me water. They got everybody water. They got me biscuits. They got me extra biscuits. And everybody was so lovely and sorted. And when I landed in Glasgow, the assistants that I got in Glasgow, I got this really chatty woman who was lovely. It was so lovely. Who was like asking me about my holiday, and I told her about LUCCA comics and my parents. Like she, like not unprompted. Like she was asking me. She was interested. She was so sweet. And anyway, it's late. It's late. You know, I'm tired. I get on the bus to Glasgow. Okay. I go to the city center, get out, get my other bus to go home, and I get a bus. There's a specific bus that I get that leaves me in the corner because, again, I'm carrying heavy bags, I'm disabled, I have a lot of stuff to carry, so I get the bus that leaves me literally around the corner from my house. And here, this was the insult to injury part. This was the part that broke me, chat. Do you understand? I don't think you understand. I need to be extremely clear. This was the part that broke me. Okay? The part that broke me was this. I'm on the bus. It stops by the stop before mine. I press the button. It lights up. Bus, stop requested. Okay. And then the bus driver gets very mad at some car driver that I think was like in the wrong lane or did something wrong. And so the guy opens the door to yell at the guy and then closes the door. Now, when a bus stop has been requested and you open the bus door, the machinery inside the bus thinks that the stop has been done and unblinks that like turns off the light that says bus stop requested. The bus driver didn't stop at my stop because he was like, well, you didn't request it. You didn't press it hard enough or something. And there was another passenger who was like, yeah, you didn't request it. It was not lit up. And I was like, I did request it. But I wasn't in the mood for a fight because at this point, it was like almost 7 p.m. and I had been awake since 7 a.m. I was very tired from 2 flights. But they blamed me for it and I had to stop at the next stop. And you might be thinking, Maru, it's the next stop. And I'm like, again, I'm disabled, I have chronic fatigue, I'm on my own, and I have 2 very big bags, and I'm very, very tired. And they blamed me for missing the stop, even though it was obviously because the bus door opened. So what happened is I got out of the bus, and I started swearing extremely loudly in Spanish. Because in the area where I am, ain't nobody gonna understand that. People in this area only speak English, Slovakian, Urdu, and Arabic. Nobody in my area is gonna understand that I am cursing so much against the bus driver. So much. I cannot describe the things that I said, chat. Do we have an Jim, are you here in chat? If you're in chat, I can tell you. You can imagine the kind of things that I was saying. You can imagine the kind of goddamn things that I was saying. La concha de su madre, la puta que lo remil parió. ¿Quién mierda me manda a mí a subirme ese puto colectivo el colectivero que ni siquiera entiende cómo funciona su puto colectivo? La concha de la puta madre que lo remil parió. Que se vaya la etc. You get it. You get it. You get it. I was very angry. Luckily, I also had some foresight. I knew that it was going to be hard to get my bags up, and I asked one of my friends who lives like literally next door. I was like, hey, can you help me carry my bags? And he helped me, and I was so sweet of him, and I was extremely grateful. And then, en la 501 Paz, I was extremely grateful for him, for them, and then I got a big Chinese takeaway, and the day ended fine. And then on the Sunday, I just spent all day with my girlfriend, and we finished watching Kamen Rider Kuga. By the way, Kamen Rider Kuga is low-key one of the best TV shows I've ever seen. Not just one of the best Toku, not just one of the best Kamen Rider. Literally one of the best TV shows I've ever seen. Don't sleep on Kamen Rider Kuga. It's all available for free on YouTube, subtitled in English. Go watch it, please. It's really good. And yeah, and then yesterday I was just like looking after some admin stuff, catching up on admin, sorting stuff out with my manager, all the stuff that I was telling you about at the start of the stream. And I feel very organized. I feel very empowered right now. And yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at, chat. That's where we're at. I think I don't want to end it here, because I do have like some stuff to do. It's dubbed in Sato's channel in both Spanish and Portuguese. Oh, fucking yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, Kamen Rider Kuga is fucking insane, chat. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. But I do think that's all I got for today, because I didn't want to make today a long stream, and I know it's not even 3 hours from normal, but I'm doing extra streams this week because of Pokemon ZA and the Uma patch. So I will end it there. Let me just go back to just chatting real quick. Oh, shoot. That was just moving me. Sorry, one moment. Professional streamer. Professional streamer chat. Let me... Give me a second, chat. I need to stop something. Give me a moment, chat. There we go. All right, chat. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm really glad that I showed you my snaps. I'm sorry that I'm ending kind of... It's like we ended the snaps. I tell you about my trip, and then I end. It's just like... I do want to kind of not overdo it on my first day back. So yeah. Oh, also my chat. I don't love the size of that chat. Let me tell you, be a bit bigger, shouldn't it? A bit more over there. Come on, mate. Why is it snapping like that? There we go. Stream's been tons of fun. Hope you're doing better now. Yes. Oh no, I'm doing great. Don't worry about it. I am rested up. I'm doing great. I want to do some new redeems. That's why there was that video one thing that was a test and I forgot to remove it. But we're gonna do some. There's gonna be some fun redeems coming this week. Oh yeah, I also need to test the Chikorita VTuber model that I'm gonna be using a bit tomorrow for the Pokemon stream. Let's bring up the schedule. Where's the schedule? Where's the schedule? Let me bring it up. Yes. Okay. So yeah, there's the schedule. Pokemon Legends ZA tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time. You know it. I literally have it in my hands. I've already installed it. Very excited. Even though I know that this stream is probably going to be mostly tutorial. Thursday, same time. Uma Musume new patch. Rico, please step on me. I'm desperate. Yeah, Rico is amazing. She's like a new, like hard ass trainer lady, and I love her. I don't want her to step on me. Please step on me, mommy. And then we're building the Gundam EX on Saturday. Hell yeah. Hell the fuck yeah. So now we're gonna find a raid victim who all is fucking streaming, chat. Who do we got? All right. Who do I? Oh, we got a lot of people. A lot of people are alive right now. A lot of people are alive. No, thank you guys for being here. I'm really glad that you were here. I love you guys. I'm really glad that I'm back. I feel kind of out of sorts. I feel like, oh my god, was this enough for a comeback stream? But I just wanted to tell you about LUCCA comics and all that fun stuff. And I still need to unpack. I think that's what I'm gonna do now. But I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna drop you off with the wonderful Leary. Sorry for people on YouTube, that doesn't apply to you. Yeah, I will see you tomorrow for some Pokemon. Let's go. Bye bye.